Hello everyone. Welcome to Ponderings of the Priest. This week we're going to look at one of the most difficult things we as followers of Jesus have to tackle is forgiveness. Forgiveness is at the core of Christianity. It is Jesus' words from the cross, from those who murdered them, for those who were reviling him and rejecting him as he was dying. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is perhaps one of the, as I said, one of the most difficult things we have to learn to do. So, looking at forgiveness, what happens when we don't forgive, when we hold on to grudges and resentments and all of that stuff, what we've allowed to happen in our lives and our thinking is we have allowed a single event to define our lives and our relationships, and sometimes if we hold on to it long enough, our very identity of who we are. When we hold on to grudges and resentments and we don't forgive, we allow whoever it is or whatever the situation was to hold us in a position of being victims, of being completely disempowered, which is sort of interesting and paradoxical because when I hold on to a grudge or a resentment, what I'm doing is I'm feeling powerful, that I refuse to forgive you. And it's such a strong emotion, isn't it? And I feel like I'm powerful and I'm holding something over you or over a situation. I'm not going to forgive it, and I think I'm in control of it. And paradoxically, when I refuse to forgive, I am completely disempowered and a complete victim. And a single event has defined my life. So here's what we can do. First of all is to recognize that what forgiveness is about isn't about the other situation or the other person. Forgiveness is about my relationship with God and Jesus Christ. It's not about you and me. It's about me and God. And it's about how I keep all of the channels cleared so that God can use me and be with me and I can feel his presence. And when I'm holding on to grudges and resentments, I am blocked from that. There is false forgiveness. Something happens, somebody says, I'm sorry, which is not the same as will you forgive me? I'm sorry, and you go, oh, it's okay, I forgive you. But 3 years later, you tell the event with the same emotional fervor as if it happened 5 minutes ago. I will tell you, there is no forgiveness in that. I'll forgive, but I won't forget. There's no forgiveness in that when it's said that way. So what are some of our solutions? Some of our solutions are, first of all, to get honest with ourselves. Really, that's at the core of our solutions. And recognize that this is a difficult process. We don't have to treat it lightly. It takes time. It is a process. And to recognize it's difficult. To enter into whatever that event was that happened and to let ourselves feel the pain and feel the hurt and to embrace it. This is the spiritual paradox, is to embrace what has happened to us, to see our part in how we contributed to the situation, if we did. We don't always, but usually we have in some way. And to embrace it and to empty it of its power over us. And then to make the decision that we're not going to let that hold that power over us. And then we can enter into a process of prayerful contemplation, of prayer. When I'm really having trouble forgiving, I say, God, forgive my unforgiveness. Help me to forgive. And then I pray for that person. And I pray for that person every single day for at least 2 weeks or longer. And ask God to bless them. It's not the God get 'em prayers. It's I ask God to bless that person and bless them with every good thing I would want, which is joy and peace and contentment. It is for us to have the humility and get our egos out of the way and recognize that I don't get to judge another human being. I don't get to hold on to unforgiveness. And to have that empathy and compassion that we are all broken people, that I have hurt others. It is forgive us our sins as we have forgiven those who sin against us. Or one of my favorites, forgive us our trash baskets as we forgive those who put trash in our baskets. So there's so much to say about forgiveness, but for today that's enough, and I will leave you that to ponder. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.